3, 2, 1. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we have the Roberto Firmino Player of the Month requirement predictions. Today, we're going to be only having the Roberto Firmino one. If you guys do want the, let's say, Mohamed Salah or Felipe Coutinho requirement predictions, just get 10 likes in about 12 hours. I'll upload it as soon as possible. Hopefully it's not too late, but you guys got it right at this moment in time. I think the video is at around 10 likes. So I mean, I thought you guys got close enough to the point where I'm just gonna upload one of them. So yeah, we are gonna get into this. So Firmino is one of the contenders for Player of the Month this month. We also have Kane, we have Mahrez, we have Arnautovic, I believe, we have Coutinho, we have Salah, we have 3 Liverpool players. I think Firmino, if Firmino wins, I wouldn't be surprised, but I still think it's gonna be Harry Kane. So it depends what you guys think. So if you think it's gonna be Firmino, go ahead and indulge with this video. So requirement number 1, or investment number 1, it's probably going to be some sort of Brazilian team that's like 83 to 84 rated, probably with some special cards. And the thing is, we could see some informs have to be thrown in there. We could see some team of the group stage players be thrown in there. I know the one off the top of my head, which is going to be DANI ALVES from PSG, who has a team of the group stage card, which could be required. Who knows? We could have to use team of the group stage Firmino, who's 100k, because his Firmino card actually would look amazing. So if I were you guys, I would try and get some cheap Brazilian players from the Premier League. Of course, there's Roberto Firmino and there's Willian. There's not that many. There's David Luiz, but there's not that many. So you guys have to be wise with those. Get some high rateds that are also Premier League, and get some cross investments. You know, like, you get someone that's a Brazilian from Liverpool, like Coutinho or Firmino, and then get someone that fits other SBCs as well. We could also see an individual SBC just by itself, which does require a Firmino card, or it could even be a special card, to the point where I don't think it's going to be a special card, because it would have to be his inform or team of the group stage. And I only think they will require you to have like a team with probably a Brazilian Liverpool player. And the thing is, Coutinho is already so high in price, and I don't think he's in packs anymore, to the point where Roberto Firmino's card, if it is required in an SBC, like let's say they put one Brazilian player from Liverpool is required for part of an SBC, not just the SBC as by itself, then I think Firmino could shoot up in price to like 10, 20k, something like that, because he will be required. So I mean, investing in Roberto Firmino just because I think his regular card is 83 rated wouldn't be a bad idea either. Water break. So of course, the cheapest high-rated players from the Premier League are also important. There's obviously going to be some sort of Premier League requirement for this SBC for Roberto Firmino as well. So getting some high-rated Brazilian players or getting some high-rated Liverpool players would be a good idea as well. And the thing is, you might need an inform as well. It could be an inform from Liverpool, because they've had a couple informs, but none of them are too cheap. The cheapest is Dejan Lovren, and Lovren is, in my opinion, I mentioned this yesterday in Kane's investment, and I mentioned it in the video before. Guys, if you guys didn't invest in Lovren, you're probably late on the boat now. He was 20 to 21,000 coins for the whole time for an 84 rated card from the Premier League. That is so cheap, and he's a cross investment. He's good for a Liverpool investment, he's good for the Premier League investment, and he's good for just an inform investment from the Premier League. So he's just amazing for an investment, and I really do recommend, well, if you guys already have him, then you have him, if you guys listen to me. But if you didn't, you're probably too late on the boat. Probably go ignore that. Go try and get some other cheap high rated informs from the Premier League, or the cheapest, or try and just get some high rated players from the Prem, because you're obviously going to need like an 84 rated, 85 rated squad from the Prem to submit to this SBC. So you're going to probably want to get center backs that are high rated, and fullbacks, the highest rated fullbacks I'm pretty sure are Baines and Klein. So it depends what formation they use, if they require fullbacks or not. But yeah, those are my investments. So we have 2 more SBC requirement predictions. My next one is probably going to be some sort of I already said Brazilian team, but I just want to kind of like clarify. So it could be some sort of Brazilian team, but it's probably going to be a bit different than they've had it before. So I think they could do a Brazilian team, and they will require like one inform, one team in the group stage card, and then like probably like 6, or I think they could actually do 11 different leagues or something like that, just because that's kind of weird and different. But you have a bunch of Brazilian informs in the game. I think you have Marlos. I know you have that right winger from Ajax. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. You have Hilton. You have that other center back. You have Dante. You have another center, Marcelo, that center back, Luis Gustavo, Marcal, Dani Alves team the group stage. I'm pretty sure there's a goalkeeper that's in form. You have Ederson, who's the highest rated Brazilian goalkeeper. All those Brazilian players would be good for the Brazil SBC. I need more water, man. In another SBC could be players from his old clubs. This is going to be the last SBC prediction. So you could go ahead and have players from his old clubs. I don't know who is the highest rated player from Hoffenheim, but the Hoffenheim players, I don't think they're too high rated. So that might be a bit hard to do. But of course, Hoffenheim gold players that are discard. And he also played for Figueirense. I think they all are like bronzes or something, or low rated cards or something like that. But the thing is, if it's Hoffenheim or if it's both, then you could have to have like let's say at least 6 Bundesliga players, probably like something like 82 rating or 83 rating, something like that, and then have like 2 Hoffenheim players, which would bring the rating up, because obviously if the Hoffenheim players are like let's say 76, 75, then if you need an 82 rated team, you're gonna have to use high rated players from other positions to get the rating up. Let me actually go look up on Foothead who are the highest rated players for you guys. Just transferred to Bayern, so that one might be a bit more expensive. There's Uth, and then there's Salah, and then after that there's no more gold cards. So you guys, oh well, there is actually. I was just looking at the strikers. There's Serge Gnabry, Demirbay, and Serge Gnabry. I would go ahead and invest. They look good. Vogt would be a very, very good investment as well. I bet you Zuber, of course, the left mid from the Bundesliga, I bet you he is super expensive at this moment in time because he's an inform from there, so he could be a bit more expensive than usual. Wagner's probably a bit more expensive, and then inform Kramich would be a good one as well. But you could require an inform from Hoffenheim. I mean, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4 different informs. So if EA goes sneaky, they could make this expensive by having one of them be a requirement, you know. Now, today is the 203rd day in a row that we have been uploading, man. It's insane. So close to that 365. Almost there. We're going to keep grinding out. And yeah, guys, subscribe, turn notifications on, share this video with friends. I'll see you guys next video. Have a nice day.